Welcome. This is not simply another presentation. This is not simply another conversation about making more money. This is an invitation to begin seeing money in a completely different way. An invitation to understand what has changed, what is possible, and what becomes possible when we, the people, begin moving together with awareness, intention, and purpose. This is a movement built for awareness, understanding, and sustainable community cash flow. We, the people, have the power, not because we know everything, because we are willing to learn, connect, and move with intention. Everything begins with perspective, because when our perspective changes, our understanding changes. When our understanding changes, we begin recognizing opportunities that were already present. And once an opportunity becomes visible, it can become executable. And once it becomes executable, different outcomes become possible. Money needs to circulate. Cash flow is movement. Value is movement. Impact is movement. When money sits still, vision sits still. When cash flow circulates through people, families, and communities, possibility expands. Regardless of our vision, our mission, our purpose, our passion, our family, our business, our organization, or our community, the bottom line is cash flow. Not because cash flow is the purpose, because cash flow supports the purpose. Sustainable cash flow gives people room to build, serve, create, and give with more authority. The world has completely changed. Technology has changed. Communication has changed. Business has changed. Commerce has changed. Banking has changed. The economy has changed. The way people connect has changed. The way value is created has changed. And the way cash flow can be generated has changed. We've moved from an industrial economy into a platform economy. For generations, industries controlled production, distribution, and access. Then platforms changed everything. The structure of value creation has shifted. Value now moves through networks, platforms, and participation at a speed most people were never taught to recognize. Connection changed. People networking is now an economic force. People are no longer only consumers. People can become participants in the flow of value. Value creation changed. The network effect changed how companies grow, community changes how people grow together, understanding changes how we participate. Value is no longer created by production alone. It is created through connection, community, and participation. The way value moves has changed. Money, payments, and access are becoming increasingly digital. Digital wallets, faster settlement, value transfer. Awareness helps us see the shift before confusion becomes the default. Digital finance is already here. Banks, payment apps, digital wallets, blockchain rails. The financial system is being updated around speed, identity, access, and digital value movement. Awareness helps us recognize what is already happening. Before money moves, cash flow needs to be understood. Because if we do not understand cash flow, we will continue looking for money without understanding how cash flow is actually generated. Awareness comes first, understanding comes next. Participation should never begin with confusion. Therefore, that changes everything because the question is no longer, where's the money? The question becomes, how do I create cash flow? I'm going to say that again. The question becomes, how do I create cash flow? Most people have been taught how to earn money. Very few have been taught how to recognize, create, participate in a duplicate cash flow. See, financial awareness is no longer optional. Financial awareness is key. If the system is changing, understanding must grow with it. This is not fear. This is preparation. This is education. This is awareness. See, awareness removes confusion. Confusion keeps people still. Understanding helps people move. Awareness leads to understanding. Understanding supports informed decision making. The goal is not pressure. The goal is perspective, clarity, and aligned participation. See, this is a movement built on understanding. We do not chase hype. We build awareness. We expand understanding. We move with intention. Network leveraging cash flow is a community framework for seeing cash flow through connection. Network does not mean noise. Network means meaningful relationships connected through shared awareness, shared understanding, and shared purpose. Community, connection, cash flow, impact. I'm going to say that again. Community, connection, cash flow, impact. The network effect. See, the network effect is based on growth compounds when participation is connected. 1 becomes 3, 3 becomes 9, 9 becomes 27. The progression continues. When meaningful connections duplicates with purpose, community growth can become visible. Community compounding begins when one person helps another person understand. That person helps another. See, 1 connection becomes 3, 3 becomes 9, 9 becomes 27, and so on. But the power is not simply in the numbers. The power is in the process. The power is in duplication. Connect meaningful relationships. What am I saying? Connect one person at a time. Family, friends, community, organizations, people who are ready to build awareness and expand understanding together. That's who we're looking for. See, you only got to connect one person at a time. You can do that through family, friends, community, organizations that you are a part of. Meaningful connection builds awareness and expands understanding. That is the movement. With intention. See, activation begins with understanding. Before people participate, they should know why they are moving, what they are learning, and what kind of impact they want to create. See, with understanding, intention, and impact, activate with intention becomes powerful. Here are some familiar examples. See, Uber changed transportation, Airbnb changed hospitality, PayPal changed how people move money. Uber did not become powerful because it owned every vehicle. Airbnb did not become powerful because it owned every property. PayPal did not become powerful because it created every transaction. They created environments where people could connect and participate. See, the power was in who the platform connected and how people participated. This is the network effect. As more people participate, the network becomes more useful, more connected, and more valuable and more powerful. One connections create the possibility for another. See, we're talking about the platform becoming useful, connected, valuable, powerful. That one connection creates the possibility for another. And as more people participate, the network becomes more useful, more connected, more valuable, and more powerful. I really want you to get that. That's why I'm repeating it. This is the network effect. See, a cash flow visionary understands that community is an asset, participation is an asset, relationships are an asset, technology is an asset, education is an asset, duplication is an asset. The network is an access. When community understands its value, community can move with power. You must realize cash flow has to be generated. Money was not created to remain stagnant. Currency was designed to move. Cash flow is created through movement, but before money can circulate with intention, cash flow has to be generated. Here's the truth. Every great movement begins with one person. It begins with one decision, one conversation, one connection. One person can change a family. One family can strengthen a community. One community can influence the world. One decision, one conversation, one connection. One person can change a family. One family can strengthen a community. One community can influence the world. Everything begins with one person willing to move with intention. One connection can truly make a difference. One connection can make a difference in someone's life. One connection can create awareness. One connection can expand understanding. One connection can introduce opportunity. One connection can help a family. One connection can strengthen a community. One connection can create possibility. Connection creates possibilities. Go deep, not merely wide. This is not about going wide without depth. This is not about going deep through connected relationships. This is about helping people become equipped to help people. See, depth creates trust. Trust creates movement. Movement creates impact. And that is about meaningful relationships, shared understanding with aligned participation. We do not build by chasing numbers. We build by strengthening connections. Network within networks, community within communities. See, network leveraging cash flow is the community. It is the network within networks, the community within communities. We are leveraging community, relationships, participation, education, technology, the network effect, and cash flow. What you are already connected to can become part of something greater. See, this is about family, friends, organization, businesses, communities, ministries, connecting together. See, the movement grows when existing relationships connect with shared understanding. This is all about a movement to change lives, bringing networks within networks, community within communities. This is about unity. This is about oneness. This is about generating cash flow through the power of networks and the power of community. Cash flow visionaries are not spectators. See, we are participants. We learn, we understand, we research, we recognize opportunity, we participate with intention, we become willing to see what others have not yet recognized. We become willing to see what others have not yet recognized. Things have changed. The world has changed. The economy has changed. It is not just changing, it has changed. And now this is part of the wealth transfer. Actually, this is the greatest wealth transfer in history. And when you understand the new economy, when you understand the platform economy, when you understand that it is the power of connections, it is the power of community, it is the power of networks that help generate cash flow through participation with intention. The vision is bigger than location. The mission is bigger than borders. See, we envision individuals, families, businesses, organizations, congregations, networks, and communities learning how to create sustainable community cash flow while creating impact. The vision is bigger than location. The mission is bigger than borders. The movement is bigger than what people can see, believe, and comprehend. Individuals, families, businesses, organizations, congregations, networks, communities. See, learning how to create sustainable community cash flow while creating impact through your current organization, through your current congregation, through your current networks, through your current communities, through your current businesses, within your family. Even as an individual, you have to understand the vision is bigger than location. The mission is bigger than borders. This is not about separation. This is not about division. This is about connections, unity, oneness, moving together because we, the people, have the power. We have always had the power. We just did not know how to leverage it. And more so, we didn't have the technology that we have today to be able to do what we never could have ever done before. Understand it again. The vision is bigger than a location. The mission is bigger than borders. When individuals, families, businesses, organizations, congregations, networks, communities connect together, even with one person, connection begins with one. And then it has the ability to increase through participation with intention. So, what have we been missing? We've been missing togetherness, unity, participation, intention, action, cash flow. We have had the vision, we have had the mission, we have had the purpose, we have had the people. We have not always had the cash flow necessary to move everything forward. Well, now it's possible through togetherness, through unity, through participation, with intention, with action, and it generates cash flow. When you understand the power of platform and economy and community compounding. We have had the vision. We have had the mission. We have had the purpose. We have had the people. Now we need the cash flow necessary to move everything forward. Your vision, your mission, your purpose, your passion, your creativity to bring forth cash flow. Cash flow is necessary. It's not the purpose. It supports the purpose. Now we can make some changes. Now we can do something. Now we can build. Now we can create. Now we can help others do the same. Understanding becomes action when community moves with intention. So now we come to the point of, how could I not want to understand this? How could I not want to see myself participating? How could I not want to become part of a community committed to helping people create sustainable community cash flow? How could I not share this with someone that I love? The next step becomes clear when the vision becomes personal. So again, Everything has changed. The world has changed. The financial system has changed. The economic system has changed. The way value moves has changed. So now we build awareness, we expand understanding, and we experience the solution. This is the invitation to become an official cash flow visionary through the premium SKOOL membership at just only $50 per year. The free community introduces the movement. The premium membership introduces the solution. So now it's time for you to take part in the solution. I invite you to join our free SKOOL community where you can get a greater understanding, you can become more aware, you can receive the education that you seek and need. So again, the free community introduces the movement. It shares how the world has changed, how the financial system has changed, how the economic system has changed. It shows how and the way value moves has changed. So together we can build awareness, expand understanding, and experience the solution. But you have to make the next step and become an official cash flow visionary. So all you have to do is go to the link that's in the description or the comments, become a free member of our SKOOL community, and then you just upgrade so that you can get access to the solution. See, knowing is one thing, but knowing how to execute, how to connect, how to participate with intention, and then having a technology or technological platform to help you to do that in this new economy is imperative. So I invite you to become an official cash flow visionary. However, in our free SKOOL community, you'll get access to the Cash Flow Visionaries Manifesto. You'll get access to the Cash Flow Circulation Blueprint, and you'll get access to our community-powered residual income course. So you got a lot of information. You have community. This is a newer community that we are building, but I promise you, we are taking massive action because this is the movement. This is the challenge. So depending on when you see this, by the end of the year 2026, you should be at a 5-figure residual income based on community powered residual income. And I want to show you how to obtain that regardless of your education, regardless of your history, regardless of your past, regardless of how many letters you have before your name or after your name. I just want to let you know and remind you that cash flow is not prejudice. It has to be generated. So I look forward to connecting with you inside of our SKOOL community. And all you have to do is visit the link in the description or the comments. And I look forward to connecting with you. I look forward to seeing you within the community.